Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, man. It is January 26th. I'm in Tulum right now. Tulum is one of the most beautiful places that I've ever been to. As you guys can see, just a lot of nature. The beach is actually right behind me, which you guys will see in the next vlog. But in this video, I really just wanted to talk about some things regarding flipping houses and how I'm able to kind of travel the world. What do we got here? I heard an animal, I'm not sure what it was, but that's the cool thing about Tulum. You never know what you're gonna see. There's like, it looks like maybe a, what is this thing? Okay, I'm not sure what that is, but anyways, yeah, guys, so, you know, the only reason I'm really able to travel and build my companies while I'm on the road is really a couple things, right? So I wanted to kind of dive in to one of the things, you know, in terms of one of my businesses, which is actually flipping houses. So I want to give you guys some of my biggest tips on how to flip houses in 2021, especially with the pandemic, how you can actually leverage real estate to actually make a lot of money. You know, you are going to be taking risks, you are going to be leveraging OPM, which is other people's money, but the key is that you're going to be sort of in charge of your entire project. And these tips are going to help you guys a lot. So let's just get right into it, guys. Tip number one is making sure that before you actually go and secure the property, that you actually know who your team is going to be, who's actually going to be doing the work, right? In the flip, you have to have the team lined up. And when I say team, I'm talking contractors, lenders, investors, partners. All that stuff needs to be figured out beforehand so that when you get into the deal, everything is ironed out, okay? So, you know, you might have a real estate agent. If you are already a real estate agent, it's even better because you're going to be able to save money on your commissions, especially, you know, when you buy the property, you're going to save that commission, and when you sell the property, you're going to save that commission. So that all that money is going to go into your pocket. So I definitely recommend getting the real estate license. But back to the team, right? Getting the contractors lined up. So making sure you have the licensed general contractors that you need, and making sure that you're actually taking them with you to the property when you actually go to look at it. So before you put the offer in, actually take your team to the house and have them look at it, right? As if you already own it. And that's going to give you sort of leverage when that's going to give you leverage when you're going to make your offer, because you're going to have a better understanding, because you're going to have a good understanding of what the property's worth, what it's going to cost the team to actually fix the property up. Because these guys, they can go into the house and they can look at certain things. You know, if they see, you know, water damage, they can kind of give you an idea of what that repair is going to be, right? So what that repair cost is going to be. So that's the first thing. Make sure you have the team lined up. Making sure, obviously, that you have the financing lined up. So you want to make sure you know who your investor is. You know, are you going private money, hard money? Are you getting a cash investor? You know, there's a lot of different angles you can go at it with. The reason I like using cash investors is it gives you sort of, you know, leverage when you're actually going to make your offer, because you're going to be sort of beating out all the other offers. The only downside with that is you might have to do a profit share, so you're giving away part of the profit when you sell the property to the investor. So a lot of different things like that to consider. The other thing I definitely think about, what else? The other thing I definitely think about is making sure that you're securing a property in an area that you know so well, like to the point where you know where the local Starbucks are, you know, all the colleges, all the schools, you know, people in the community, you know, the neighbors. I think those are going to be the best areas for you guys as you're picking up your your first flip projects. And that's what I did. You know, that's what I'm doing with my properties. I just flipped one in Redlands. We actually closed escrow today, and I'm in Tulum, living my, you know, I'm in Tulum on vacation right now, but I'm still able to close those deals, right? So that's the beautiful thing about flipping. So that's the next thing. The third thing, guys, is make sure you have your comps down on point. Make sure you guys know exactly how much the property's worth. You better know every single sale in that neighborhood in the last 6 months. You got to be the expert in this area, right? So that's the number three thing, guys. Making sure you know the comps and making sure you know all the different properties in that area and what they've sold for. As the fifth thing is everything is negotiable, okay? Even if you have your team, let's say your contractors come to you with a quote, right? You can always negotiate those things down. It's like anything in business, everybody starts high, and you got to kind of find a way to bring those costs down so that you're making as much profit as you can. So remember, everything is negotiable, whether it's the cost of the appraisal, cost of the inspection, cost of the roof work, cost of the work that the contractors are going to do. It's all negotiable. So make sure that you guys are keeping that at top of mind. And guys, the fifth thing is just have fun with the process. Make sure you're being very hands-on. Make sure you're actually at the property as much as you can be. You know, making sure you're doing random checks on your teams to make sure that they're actually doing the work on time. Because the biggest thing with flipping houses is you want to make sure that you're staying to schedule, right? If you buy the property in November and you know that let's say you buy the property in October and you know that November, December are slower months because it's the holidays, you better get in and out of that property really, really fast, okay? So making sure you're staying on those timelines. Those are just some five tips on how to flip houses in the pandemic. But guys, I promise you it's very possible. You just have to make sure you're putting out a lot of offers, and it's going to require a lot of work, okay? So definitely learn the contracts that you guys are going to definitely learn about the purchase contracts, how to write offers strategically to beat out other offers. There's a lot of little things that you guys can do to make your offer stand out you know, when you're competing against a lot of different people, because the truth is, when investors are buying properties, there's usually 50 to 100 investors who are looking at the same house, right? So you're competing with a lot of people. So even if it's your first flip, don't get discouraged. You can still get the property under contract. It just takes a lot of volume in terms of offers. So I hope all this stuff helps, man. Make sure you guys subscribe, smash that like button, turn post notifications on. I'm gonna get back to Tulum, but have a good day, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.